blessings, everyone. This is Black Dove back again with another video. This video is for your heart chakra because that's where I'm up to. Um, I have previously posted videos originally discussing how you can determine if your seven main chakras are imbalanced, open, not activated. And then I continued the process with starting with the root chakra, meditation, giving a little explanation. Tonight I'm going to do a little different. I'm actually just going to do the meditation. I'm not going to go through the whole process explaining what I'm going to do because I did explain that in 3 different videos. I will explain what I use in my meditation for my heart chakra. But if you want to know what crystals, what incense, what essential oils, what herbs you can use, then you should do the research yourself. I encourage you to do the research. Um, I will say I make my own candles. So I've made my own heart chakra candle and an emerald green chalate crystal is usable. But I would encourage you to research heart chakra, what crystals can be used to balance, open your heart chakra, what herbs and essential oils you can use, and use what speaks to you. Trust your intuition, right? Um, Read the energy of the crystal and see how it makes you feel. I am personally going to use my favorite crystal, which is a peacock crystal, which is not really for heart chakra, but the energy of it works good. It's a high frequency, and my vibration is very high, so I'm going to use my peacock crystal because it helps balance my energy on a daily basis. I carry this crystal or wear it on a daily basis. So yeah, mine is a peacock crystal. It's not necessarily meant for heart chakra, but it's great at balancing my energy. I actually, when I first got this crystal, true story, I'm just going to tell y'all a quick story. Um, I bought this crystal and I bought several of them because I was shocking people and I was actually shocking myself sometimes, right? My frequency vibration was so powerful. I would touch something and shock something. Plus, it was building up and I needed to like regulate it, right? I needed to be able to protect my current, my frequency, my vibration. So when I first got this crystal and I cleansed it and I set intentions on it and I charged it, after I wore it one day, I came home and I took it off and I set it on my dresser and it actually started to rumble. And my man at the at that on that day, like him and I was we were discussing some things and I put my crystal on the dresser and I knew he heard it because I heard the dresser rumble. I heard the crystal rumble too. And I said to him, "Did you hear that?" And he didn't acknowledge me at all. He didn't acknowledge it at all. But he waited till I got in the bed, laid down, and got up and took my crystal, right? And I knew that he took it. And I said to him, when I woke up the next morning to pick up my crystal, my peacock crystal, and put it on as I was getting ready for work, I said to him, "Where's my crystal?" And he looked at me. I said, "You took my crystal?" And he goes, "I didn't take your crystal." And I go, "Well, if you didn't take my crystal, a spirit took my crystal." And he didn't say anything. So I had bought several crystals at the time, which he didn't know. Several, several peacock crystals. I had bought them all at once. So he went on to work. He took my crystal. He took my crystal with him. He went on to work. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna get ready for work. I'm not gonna be able to wear my crystal. And I just put my rings on. I put my rings on, y'all. Let me show y'all my rings. Because I wear these rings all the time. I don't often go anywheres without my rings. So I just put my rings on that I have on. Citrine, that's a ruby, and that's a blue onyx. I think that's blue onyx. But anyway, I put my crystals on. I got dressed. I went out to work. Later on that day, I come home and I'm like, I know I didn't lose my crystal. I know I didn't misplace my crystal. I put it on the dresser. And he came in later that evening from work and he put my crystal back down on the dresser. And I said, "Oh, my crystal magically appears? I knew you took it." And he was like, "I was told to take it. Spirit told me to take it because you put too much power into it. And they didn't know if you were going to use the power for good." And I was like, "What? No, you took it because you didn't want me to have so much power. You were afraid of the power. Spirits know my intentions are pure and good. They know that. They speak to me on a regular basis. They know my heart. They know I always do the right thing, even when I don't want to do the right thing." But he sometimes he does such sneaky things, and then he'll be like, "Oh, Spirit told me to." Spirit probably did, but he was just concerned because he knew that I had wore it, and I had that the crystal itself had been mixing with my vibration and was absorbing my energy. And when I put it down that night to go to bed on the dresser, it had shook the dresser. It rumbled. And he heard it. He pretended like he didn't hear it. But anyway, if you're a very high frequency person, specifically if you're a person who have abilities more than one um, psychic ability, like I do, and some of them are hidden, like you don't even know some of your abilities or how much power you hold, the peacock crystal is a great crystal to help balance your energy and also helps you focus and tap into the spiritual world to higher frequencies. Um, so yeah, it's actually my favorite crystal. My favorite crystal is this peacock crystal. I love it. So I'm going to use it tonight. My bell, as always, again, my heart chakra candle. Yours does not have to be a heart chakra candle specifically made for heart chakra. It could be a green candle, and then you just get herbs and essential oils that help balance your heart chakra. Anoint the candle and use it. Always a glass of water. And then my favorite incense. These incense are heavenly. I love this. This incense is not particularly for heart chakra, but I love the scent of it. It's calming to me. It's relaxing. It helps me focus, and it's creates a good high frequency. Um, it is a high frequency incense. It attracts angels, good spirits. The ancestors love it. It's one of those aromas that is appealing. And then, as always, my Palo Santo stick, right? So I normally do this in a sitting position. I do have a very dear girlfriend who does it in a way that it works for her. So she tends to do it stand in because she focuses better, I guess, on her feet, right? So I encourage you to figure out what works best for you and where you're going to be comfortable because you have to concentrate, you have to focus, you have to generate this energy and concentrate your energy on your heart chakra, on your meditation, on the chanting. Um, and the goal is to balance your chakra, right? So you don't want to be distracted. So I encourage you to do your research on the heart chakra and herbs and crystals that you can use to balance your heart chakra. I've explained to you what I use, but what I use may not necessarily work for you, right? So the goal is to figure out what works for you and stick to that process, right? Before I continue, subscribe, like, and share this video for more content. Again, my name is Black Dove. Godspeed to everyone, peace and blessings. And this is the heart chakra meditation. The Sanskrit mantra for your heart chakra is Yam. Yam. So when I start my meditation, you'll hear me doing Yam. I'm not going to go explain the whole process as I do it. I'm just going to do it. So before I start my meditation, I always bless bless it with my Palo Santo. It was lit. It's still kind of burning a little bit. See, the ashes off of it. Let me just relight it real quick before I start. So while I'm doing this again, I always have my bell, a candle. I made this candle. It is a heart chakra candle using herbs and essential oils and crystals for balancing and open the heart chakra. But I am also going to use my peacock crystal. I always have a glass of water and my incense and Palo Santo to bless. So before I start, I call upon the creator of all things, the angels, the spirits, and the ancestors. I ask that you magnify my power, watch over me, and guide me on my path of truth and righteousness. So shall it be. Ashe. After I've done that, I simply, you can let your Palo Santo stick burn because it's not going to burn completely out. It'll just burn and then put itself out, or you can snuff it out yourself. But I'm just going to lay it here because I also love the smell of Palo Santo. So the Palo Santo mixing with my heavenly incense is just going to help me relax and calm myself before I start my mantra chant. Yum. 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 Okay, really quick. I know I said I wasn't going to go through the whole explaining while I was doing the process, but I'm going to give a quick explanation right now, right? So, what I did was I started my chant. I did it about 10 times, right? I took 2 deep breaths in, held them both, and then released them through my mouth. Then rang my bell 3 times, right? So you can do it as often as you want, but make sure it's the same pattern you use for each chakra meditation. So normally, honestly, when I'm doing all of my chakras, and I'll get to when I get to the end of all the chakras, I'll do them all in the whole 7 main chakras meditation. I normally do it 33 times when I'm doing all of them. But when I'm doing it individually, I'll do it 10 times, the chant 10 times, then ring my bell, take my 2 deep breaths in, hold them both, release, and then start my chant over again. Right? So I'm gonna do it again. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, after I've done my meditation, my mantra chanting, and I'm finished with meditating, I'll sit in the energy. So I'll sit with my candle, my whole setup, and I'll just feel the energy, feel my heart chakra. I can feel the energy in my heart chakra, the warming sensation. Um, and I just sit in the energy, right? Oftentimes, I'm talking to my ancestors, talking to the spirits, talking to the angels, talking to the creator, the source of life, the one source of life, um, and just setting intentions, right? And listening, mostly listening. One of my neighbors is slamming their door. They going in and out and they slamming their door. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can hear it and I can feel it shaking my apartment. But I digress. Back to what I was saying. I'll sit in the energy and just notice how it make I feel now after I've done the mantra, the meditation, prior to what I felt before I started, right? And just letting the energy and the mantra and my higher self and the spirits, my spirit guides, my angels, and my ancestors speak to me. I encourage you guys to do your research. Like I said, a emerald green calate crystal is what I put into my candle when I was making it. But there are a long list of herbs, essential oils, and crystals that you can use to open and keep and balance your heart chakras and all your seven main chakras, whether it's heart chakra, whether it's your solar plexus, which I previously posted a video on. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it because in that video I actually do the meditation and explain it step by step as I'm doing it. The same with sacral chakra um, meditation video that I posted. I previously posted it and I did it step by step. I explained crystals, essential oils, herbs you can use. And the same with the root chakra. Is also another previous video that I posted. I actually explained it. So if you go back and you watch those videos, you'll know I did how my whole process goes, and it gives you a guide for you help you figure out how to create your own your meditation for your chakras, right? And it's like a ritual. So you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent with the way you do it. So if you start off doing it that way, make sure you're consistent with every single chakra meditation in that manner. It helps balance you. It helps keeps you balanced. It'll help keep all of them balanced if you're keeping the same format to your ritual, the same process to your ritual. So, what works for me may not necessarily work for you, right? But I encourage you to do your research on the crystals. Let the energy of the crystal speak to your energy. Um, Trust me, trust your intuition. If you trust your intuition and you trust the way that the crystal is making you feel when you're um, researching you and you're out shopping for a crystal, you'll be able to tell if it's for you because you'll know how it makes you feel. You'll recognize how it makes you feel. Um, Same thing with herbs. I love peppermint, rosemary, thyme. I love frankincense. I love the smell of myrrh. I love the smell of Palo Santo. And a lot of those scents, those essential herbs, those herbs, you can actually use them for several chakras. Like they'll overlap into another chakra. Also, lang lang is also a nice scent. Neroli oil. Neroli's got like a blossom or orange blossom type of scent. Orange blossom is also another essential oil you can use for some of the chakras. I'm not saying you can use it for your heart chakra. I'm just saying that there's so many herbs that you could also buy in essential oils that you don't have to make a candle or purchase a chakra candle. You can just buy, for example, a green candle for your heart chakra and anoint it with herbs and essential oils that help open and balance the heart chakra. So, again, I always use water, always use my bell. This bell in particular, I have several other bells, but this bell in particular, I purposely bought it for heart chakra meditation when I started balancing my heart chakra, so I always use it. It doesn't stay here. Um, Only when I'm using my heart chakra do I bring it out put it back on my altar in my altar room when it's not in use for my heart chakra candle, which I made because I make candles, but it doesn't have to be a heart chakra candle. You can buy a little green votive candle, votive candle, really inexpensive. Everybody's familiar with the dollar store. I'm sure you can get a green candle from the dollar store and anoint it with essential oils and herbs. Figure out what crystal works for you. Um, there are many crystals. I personally did not use a crystal that was specifically for heart chakra. I just used the crystal that balances out my high frequency the best, which is the peacock crystal. It happens to be my favorite crystal. It happens to be the crystal that I wear the most and use the most. And then my Palo Santo, which is no longer burning, as you can see. I use it to bless, but you can also use Palo Santo during your meditation. If it's a scent that speaks to you, it doesn't have to be a scent that's specifically for heart chakra, but if it makes you feel good and it works with your frequency and your vibration, I encourage you to just use it. I use this Indian temple scent. It's actually an Indian temple scent. It smells fantastic. You can get it. You can probably get it off a line, um, but I know for sure you can get it from East Meets West. Shameful plug. I don't work for East Meets West, but for a lot of people, they classify it as a new age store, and it sells a lot of different things. Specifically, it has a good um, variety of incense, and I came across this Indian temple incense actually at Eats Meets West. I use it a lot. I use it constantly. It is probably one of those scents that I mix with my Archangel Michael scent. It goes well with my incense for Archangel Michael, and he absolutely loves that aroma and that scent. And it's pleasant. It's really pleasant. It's really heavenly. So higher frequency spirits, especially angels, they love that scent. So at the end of the day, the goal is to balance your chakra, right? Increase your frequency, move along on your spiritual journey and path, and improve your health. It surprisingly, it will improve your overall well-being, mental state, your emotional state, and your health, and also connects you to your spirit to a higher frequency, your higher self, your ancestors, the angels, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, um, and the source of life, which is the creator. Some of you refer to him as God. Um, Before God was a man, she was a woman. I've said it in my other videos. If you really are looking to increase your frequency and move yourself along your spiritual journey and really figure out your purpose, um, you can look up Mami Wata and the Black Doves of Africa and find out where current religion comes from. I know Christianity will tell you that this is pagan, right? And you've sold your soul to the devil and it's wickedness. But I was born with my gifts. I come from a lineage of people that have had abilities and it's passed down through my blood, and I'm not running from it. I'm not afraid of it because I know I didn't sell my soul to no devil. Um, how can you sell something that doesn't belong to you when you are a part of the creator, right? You are a part of the creator. You are a higher being that came to earth to experience what it is to be human. As many times as you've chosen to be, because past lives is a thing, reincarnation is a thing. And at the end of the day, for you to understand your purpose and possibly understand some of the things that you've gone through and why you're going through them, right? And or even why there are some things in life that you don't like and disgust you. These are all ripples from past lives, right? From contracts, karmic contracts that you have in your current life. At the end of the day, it is your duty to yourself. You owe it to yourself to truly find what you're here for and to not be afraid to step out on faith. Faith, my faith in the creator, in the spirits and the angels, and magic, what people call magic or voodoo, um, in the stars, in astrology, in astronomy. All these sciences were taught by black women in temples. Just look it up. Just do your research. Read a book, do your research, and read books that you won't find on New York's bestsellers list. Why? Because those books are to keep you distracted from finding out the truth. From finding out the truth that there is one source of life, and under that one source of life come many deities, many angels, many spirits, and of course, your ancestors. Again, my name is Black Dove. This is the Heart Chakra Meditation video. And until next time, be true to yourself, be good to yourself and each other. Godspeed and God bless. Love you guys. Have a good night.